We are live and welcome back to Tales from the Trench episode. I don't know. But this game was submitted to me by Great Lubu on Reddit. He said he was playing it on one of his friends' accounts, so I don't know what hero he was playing or what name he is, but it is a random draft game. So ranks
10
don't really matter
seconds
that much,
remaining.
but let's get to it. I'm not sure
5
if you can
seconds
ban
left.
out in
Don't
random
freeze up.
draft, but we'll see. I wish I could see the
Dire
hero
team's
pool
turn to
that was
pick.
available for this. Just so I could see like what the picks could turn out to be or anything like that. Taking a while to pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I disagree with this fanciness type of stuff.
Hey, it's your
Just
turn
have a
to pick
Dota
now.
name. Just a regular name. Don't fancy it up with your little trademarks. Clockwork. Always a good first pick. Really versatile hero, can go in the roaming position or an off-lane position. I imagine with the hero pool they see what the counter potential is and everything, so it's hard to cast a random draft in the picking phase anyway. Storm Spirit. Good pick into the Clockwork, able to just zip away. The Undying, a really good pick into this Clockwork. Just drop a tombstone down. He's trapped in his cogs until he can deny one. The Doom, good counter for the Storm. And now the picks are just rolling in. Shadow Fiend. I think it's a pretty even matchup mid with the Shadow Fiend and the Storm. Both have pretty high damage. Just a matter of who's the better player at this point. Bane. I like this. He can cancel Shadow Fiend's ult. Gives Doom another target to worry about. Let me get rid of this timer. Tide Hunter. So they're gonna try lane potentially with this Undying? Or they could dual lane with the Tide. I just don't agree with that. Legion. Could be a Legion off lane or a Legion safe lane. They only have the range on the Shadow Fiend. I would like to see another ranged
10
hero come out
seconds
for them.
remaining.
But it looks like they do need their hard carry, unless this Legion is going to be their hard carry.
5 seconds remaining.
On the Radiant, they definitely need their hard carry as well, though. So let's see what's going
Radiant team.
to... An Ode. So they're going to... safe lane this OD? Safe lane OD, off lane Doom, jungle Legion, roaming Clock, or off lane Legion, jungle Doom. Well, try lane with the Clock and the Doom, but they'll be roaming around most likely. And the Weaver. They have too much targets for them to Doom, but they do have the control with Astral Imprisonment, the Duel, Battery Assault, and the Doom. So if they pull everything off perfectly, they will be able to control the Storm, Bane, and the Weaver. It's going to take some coordination, though. Also, this Weaver and this Storm are going to want to build Lincolns like right off the bat. Not their first items, but they're going to want that. Maybe the first item on the Weaver. Now just wait for it to load in, get my free camera ready, get rid of this eye, and let's go. Denying the cog so he can already get some of his Necromastery damage. Only gets one, though. Looks like they're going to try again, give him another one. Just so he has some extra damage against the Storm Sphere, start out good. Maybe we'll just get two. They're just going to keep doing this. OD. Looks like he will be in the safe lane. With a Legion off lane Doom. I don't know where he's going. Maybe just down here to help secure the rune. They're just gonna keep doing this. They're gonna keep, if he can only get one each time. I mean, this is good though. He's getting his Necromastery damage, and then he can just come down to the mid lane and block his creep wave, which I would argue is a bit more important than
30
getting
seconds to
a bounty
battle.
rune. Yeah, especially since Storm on this side, he's not going to get a bounty rune. He's just going to try and block this wave for him to get himself set up with a nice mid lane. Tide, already getting the Anchor Smash, as opposed to nothing else he would get. They're pinging the Undying. They definitely shouldn't go on this. We got 2 Strength Heroes against an Undying. Here he comes. He's just going to man mode him. Get all up in their face, but here comes the Weaver with the right clicks, but he's hitting from the low ground, evading, and Undying. Manages to get, I think, 2 decays off, right?
A golden thread.
No, he just got 1 decay, but onto 2 people. And he'll just run up and take that bounty rune. They get the good lane ward out. Now mid. Looks like Storm did have the better block. Shadow Fiends once these last. Oh, he's gonna re-aggro the creeps back. Now Storm has to try and come down to get a last hit. Oh, let me get the last hits up. There we go. Well, those 7. That's very skewed because that's the. Those are the cogs on his denies. Up top. Tide just got content to Anchor Smash this. The right click damage coming from the clock mitigated. OD getting Arcane Orb first. Huh. Doom's just gonna sit down here, leech some experience. Yeah, this Undying's just gonna keep sapping him. If they keep piling together like this, he's just gonna keep on getting his strength. ILC already down to 200 HP. Doom at 400. They can't fight this. Undying does have no clarities or anything, so the harass will stop eventually, but not before this Weaver actually has something. Maybe a treads. What's he got queued up? Yeah, he's got queued up treads first. He will finish the Aquila up, I would imagine, soon. Storm trying to do something, but here comes a raise. First blood from the Shadow Fiend, but Storm was playing way too out of position there. The 18 damage extra on his right clicks. Up top. This Tide's playing up in their face with 2 points in Kraken Shell. He's so tanky. Already has the magic wand. We got Undying, the Invis rune. Maybe if this Doom gets too low, he'll just get rid of him. Maybe steal a last hit. No, he's just content to sap some experience from this. Doom's getting low, and Dying's gonna want to try this. Doom has to back off. He can't kill this creep. There goes a dead. Patience. Wow, Tide. They're gonna go in with the battery assault. Walk off instead of cogs him. No points in the Astral Imprisonment. I think at least one would help here. Just secure a cogs, then you can just Arcane Orb him down now that he does have his passive. Level 2 battery assault. They can kill this Tide, they're just misplaying at this point.
Denied.
Got the taunts coming out from the Undying. Already has his boots. Brown boots. He's just gonna continue to harass this LC. Weaver. Got the Blightstone for some extra damage. At 19 CS, he's feeling fine this bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid. Storm's only level 4 to the Shadow Fiend's level 5. Storm's sad, sitting at 12 CS while the Shadow Fiend's at 20. Every time that Storm gets too close, he queues up a raise, but he does cancel the animation.
My belly bursts.
just to make sure the Storm doesn't get anything. Clock, Brown Boots now roaming bottom, trying to get a kill onto one of them, I would assume. I don't know if they can get this. This Undying does have his Tombstone now. It'll only take a few hits, but if they focus the Tombstone, he's just gonna decay them. The Arcane Rune coming out. He's slept. The Tombstone gets dropped. Sakuchi comes out. No Gemites will hit though. Keep going. Undying will heal himself. Sap more strength. He's not going down. They're right-clicking the LC and she will go down for this. The Tombstone still stands. They're gonna right-click it down, but all the Gemites land onto Clockwork now. Clockwork's gonna go down. Zombies. They didn't kill the Tombstone. Doom's getting chased down by the zombies. He might just die to them. Unless the tower can get rid of him. The tower gets rid of him. It was a pretty bad rotation, especially because now OD's hurting in the safe lane from this. Tide has full health, full mana, but this OD barely sitting at half HP. Having a bottle ferried to him in the safe lane. Now Tide, just gonna cut this wave. There's nothing OD can do. He doesn't do enough damage. Tide level 5 in the off lane. This OD only level 4. Just about to hit 5 though. Weaver, he is working on that Lincoln Sphere first. Canceling clarities, but he did have full mana already. Back to mid. This Storm, barely getting anything. Only 8 CS more than last time I checked. They still have the 1k gold net worth lead. Mainly because of the kills they're netting bottom. This mid's not good. This is a disaster for the Storm though. The only time he can safely get some CS is when this SF leaves and is on the rotation. He's gonna come. He's gonna get that Tide Hunter with some raises. And that makes this mid lane even harder. He just got a kill. Added value onto the Shadow Fiend. Down here at bottom. LC only sitting at level 4. The supports. Bane's at level 4. This Undying's at level 3. Weaver level 4. This Legion isn't getting enough out of this lane. And she might just die here. They're gonna drop the Tombstone. Gemites land. The Decay flies out and the heal isn't enough. She'll go down. OD has a bottle working on his treads now. Clockwork working on his phase boots. Shadow Fiend not stopping his farm. I like the fact that he's going to this drop the Achillo max efficiency with the fountain. I like that every time the wave is just a bit too pushed up, he is going to go to the jungle and farm up some camps. Really keeps him even more ahead of the Storm. Storm's going to do the same thing though, but he does, and it's golems. Too tanky for him to deal with. He just sees it and says, nah, forget about it. His bottle is empty.
On Dire's top tower.
Doom sitting at level 4. He does have the Satyr regen. Bane and Undying. Gotta stay and make sure this Weaver gets everything.
Killing spree.
And up top in mid, Shadow Fiend. Looks like he just walked down on the Storm.
Gold for me.
Tidehunter gonna TP bottom. Looks like he's gonna want to ravage and get some kills here, then maybe they'll get this tower. But Tide, he doesn't have a blink or anything. This ward over here, see him. This ward, I think, just barely saw him. But the LC, the Doom doesn't know that they could pop the Ravage for this and just dive. They're not going to. He just wasted a TP bottom to walk around, forcing the Undying to go up top. Now this OD getting some CS. Clock almost to his phase boot still. Undying. He needs this mana to function. He gets treads.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
I would think Arcane Boots would be better. But the Gemites will fly out and they're just going to pressure this bottom tower. There's nothing they can do. Tide has the Ravage. They can't commit onto him. Still level 5. No duel to even try and get rid of a Ravage. Gushes will come out. They'll harass this LC back. SF. Just going to let the creeps take some damage on the tower. Gonna push this mid as much as possible, make this Storm's life even harder than it already is. It looks like Storm tried taking some camps, but look, he's already almost dead, pretty much.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Top. There's nothing this Undying can do against OD. They're essentially saving this OD's lane by doing this. I don't agree with this. They should have kept the Tide top. 100%.
Stupendous.
The Phase Boots and the 6 now on LC. And no one's down here with this Weaver. Weaver doesn't have Lincoln Sphere yet. If they realize this could be bad for Weaver. They don't have any dust. No sort of detection to try and get this Weaver though, so he should be fine. Mid. Shadow Fiend sitting at level 11. Storm Sphere is level 9. SF just gonna probably, yep, raise down these waves. Just continue putting up the pressure. Meanwhile, top, here comes Tide. Just gonna harass this OD as much as possible. Bottom. Weaver feeling the pressure from these two now. The duel gets off. But I don't think that Lelsey will have the damage. Weaver might just tick down to... Oh, no. He lives with just 20 HP. Undying rotates in, getting the decay off on 1. Throwing out the taunts.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this
First
abuse.
duel of the game. Ends up netting them nothing. They do now have the Kaya on the Storm Spirit, so maybe he can go around the map and help secure some kills.
Do it with flair.
SF going the Shadow Blade build.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just gonna go. Here comes Storm. They shouldn't let the Ravage fly loose on this. There goes the Ravage. They need to give this... Nope, they'll give this kill to Tide. Tide will go down. They need to get this kill. Storm needs it desperately. He's gonna bottle up. He should just zip into this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just one more right click. There he goes. But he will die for it.
You blew it.
Unless he can bottle. Zip out. The duel. SF gets the kill and the duel damage onto the LC. 2 for 2. Bane just barely saves himself. Weaver gonna keep trying to pressure this tower almost has his ultimate orb.
Bounty.
SF just gonna rotate, take this T1. Did he take the T1 previously or did he just take it? He took it previous but to that fight and then he rotated top.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to
Let's see talent he took. 10% spell amp. So maybe that's why so many Shadow Fiends are going this magic damage build now. Just because 10% is such an increase. Really helps out your damage, and OD does want to build a BKB, but he's not even got his Dragon Lance yet. He's so far behind. Storm doesn't want to build a BKB, but if this magic damage build is going to come out, he just might have to. Same with the Weaver. These heroes that are naturally evasive don't want to build BKBs, but they might just have to against this. Wait, OD's on Shadow Fiend's team. I don't know what I'm talking about. The Fiend's Grip will come out. The duel and Doom onto the Weaver. That's so much hate. The Requiem will fly out. Undying running away. OD gonna get back and heal up. They let the Satyr Ball fly and OD Undying will die.
Dire's Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire snow fortified their structures.
Good rotations
Not
on
much
Dire.
good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
That could have been so
Were
bad.
those cracks in Dire's top tower? I guess Radiant fortified their
SF already
structures.
with his BOTs, now he's just gonna
Radiant's
rotate
bottom
to every
tower is
lane.
under attack.
Just get some farm on every
Something
lane,
better
and whenever he
help
needs to be
Dire's
to a
middle
fight,
tower.
just go. They're gonna TP to mid. Try and get rid of this storm. He has no mana to
Radiant's
do
bottom
anything though,
tower's
also
having
no ult.
problems.
The hook shot will
Radiant's
fly
bottom
out,
tower has
misses.
fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And we were just going for the straight Lincoln Sphere, no Aquila, nothing. I think this is good. Normally I would say get the Aquila, just to get some stats. You don't really have to finish up the treads, because really, Sakuchi gives you all the move speed you need. And then the Aquila will give you the stats you need. But I do like that he's just rushing this Lincoln. He needs it again. He just got doomed and dueled last fight, which was entirely unnecessary, but it happened. Gemites come out, he's just gonna push this lane. Tide has his Blinking stash, needs that to deliver to him. Looks like OD, he did buy the Ogre Club. It should be, yeah, it looks like the courier's ferrying it out to him right now. And wards for the clock to pick up. He will try and build a blade mail next.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Prioritizing the tombstone. I like this. Nowadays I usually max the decay, just because it does more base damage now. I can see going either way. Either way makes sense.
Unstoppable.
Bottom.
Own it.
Not even paying attention. That's the
Radiant's top tower
the
deserves
Shadowblade
just as much
Requiem
help as
combo
bottom.
must have been.
Radiant structures have been snow fortified.
Storm was none the wiser. Getting some
Radiant's
vision
top
up.
tower has looked better.
The Radiant has these rare defensive wards right here. I think it's good because they have this T1 gone. I think this ward right here is good. This ward right here, it's not really giving them that much. They still have the T2. If they knew that they were going to come in for a push here on this T2, I would say it's good. Oh, up top.
Radiant's
Looks,
top
they
tower
commit a Ravage
has
to get
looked
this
better.
kill on the OD. But I would love to see a deeper ward. Maybe here. See if anyone's farming camps or around here. See if the Shadow Fiend is trying to get some farm. The Battery Assault comes out. They know they don't have Ravage. LC's gonna come in. Does now have the blink. They're gonna duel the Tide. Get some dual damage off that one. Here comes the Undying. He gets doomed. They're gonna continue going for this. He pops a Shrine, but he's gonna melt to this. Gemites come out, but it hits on a no one. Hook shot. Stuns too. They're gonna try and get this Undying as much as they can. The Q comes out from the LC. It will go down. Weaver still trying to get some kind of return on this. Shadow Fiend content to just take this tower.
Deserves just as much help as bottom. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
LC didn't really have anything to secure it, just getting some harassment on the Weaver. Asserting his dominance. Weaver, only 300 away from this Lincoln Sphere. LC gonna build the Blade Mail next. Drums over on the Doom to help out the push.
This will do nicely.
And this SF, the Aghanims build.
The wages of fear.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
If they aren't gonna buy any Sentry Wards to see this Shadow Fiend coming, then the Shadow Fiend is just gonna roll over them. Storm Spirit just jungling up, getting that Lincoln Sphere. Undying. Farming with a Tombstone. I don't know if this is good. He's taking farm away from the Storm Spirit, who desperately needs this farm. Clock. Almost to his Blade Mail, just 1,000 off. Let's see what other talents they got. 25 XP gain. I like the XP gain. Help him level up faster. Hit his levels, get those
Dire's
talents.
middle tower isn't going to last long.
Storm will get the plus 1 mana regen. And the duel goes out on the Weaver. He just got his Lincoln Sphere delivered to him. The recipe was on the courier. Oh, the Ravage comes in too late. The Ag's damage, it will blow up the Undying and the Tide. And that's Ravage down as soon as they come back up.
Eliminate.
Clock and SF to get the kill on the Bane.
It's killing time.
Storm zipping around. The tower's just gonna get down this LC. The Doom comes out on the Storm Spirit. I think that was smart. Definitely worth. That Storm could have
Radiant's
zipped
top
off.
tower has looked better.
And they just killed the entire enemy team. 8k value up on the Dire side. Oh wow, this OD is farming up. Now has a Wraith Band, a Null Tally. Dragonlance completed. It looks like he's going to go for the Force Staff next. Let's see what other talents everyone got. Undying is not level 10 yet. 25 XP gain on the Weaver. I think the mana break is so broken, especially with your Gemites. You'd always take mana break, undoubtedly, because then when you get Diffusal Blade 2, you just do too much damage. Especially against this Doom, this OD. If they don't have mana, there's no way they can function. Same with this Shadow Fiend. If he doesn't have his mana, there's no way he can burst down you with his magic damage. I think this is very poor planning on the Weaver's part. Yes, you want to get the levels, but you want that mana break. It's just so invaluable. Storm 80% plus 80 damage on the static on the static remnant. The Sea Weaver has the Lincolns now. Do they see this?
Radiant's
Weaver
middle
must see
tower
that
is
LC
under
right there.
attack.
Maybe they don't. I don't think they do. It's nighttime and the tower doesn't see them. They're waiting. This Shadow Fiend patiently waiting for that. Invisible
Were those
burn off.
cracks in Dire's top tower?
They can't get the kill on this Weaver. They'll just be
Radiant's
content to
bottom
push this
tower's got
push this
problems.
tower. Storm gonna take a tower of his own, but a
Dire's top
T1
tower
for a
is
T2.
gone. Just a cold fog.
The Storm's
Not
still not
much
fully
good
recovering.
happening.
Weaver
Radiant's
going onto
bottom
this
tower.
clockwork. They don't have dust to
Radiant's
reveal
bottom
this.
tower is no more.
I really think this clock should be carrying dust or LC. Someone definitely should. SF gonna TP back top. 17 seconds on his Shadow Blade. Doom the Storm Spirit and he's gone. The Storm Spirit trying desperately to get this Lincoln Sphere, but dying in the process. He should have backed off the second that he got this tower. Meanwhile, bottom, OD should have backed off too. Now they're gonna kill him. Tide gets 25 plus 25 movement speed. I think you can go with either here.
Dire's middle tower
Um,
isn't going to last long.
I don't really feel like the gush damage is crucial. The 25 move speed though, I do like.
Invisibility.
Hit up. SF, now level 20, gets plus 40 movement speed. I really think you should have got the Presence Aura Effects buildings. Would help them take over this game a lot more. The 40 movement speed isn't bad though. I mean, it's 40 movement speed. That's another pair of boots. Then he gets the plus 150 Shadow Rays damage on top of his 10% spell amp. You just can nuke people down with this now.
Deserves just as much help as bottom.
Clock trying to hook out, but he will just go down. Cog's not helping him at all. They do get the T2. They're gonna keep going. The Lincoln Sphere isn't popped and they don't have vision of this. They'll get the duel on the Undying and they'll blow him up with the SF ult. The return coming on to the Weaver. They'll purge the Fiend's Grip and they'll just keep going. Bane? They're gonna return to the Tide. Bane can't do anything. Tide, the Kraken Shell proc saving him. But again, they're just gonna get this T2.
tower could
I
use
like
some
that.
help.
Stupendous.
Storm. Gonna push bottom, but looks like Clock
Radiant's
is gonna
middle
rotate
tower has
bottom.
fallen.
Push out this wave. Can Storm go on this Clock? Clock does have a blade mount now. The battery assault coming in. Gonna cogs him. The Storm Sphere. He can't even take the lowest value player on the side of the Dire. He's gonna keep trying for it. The hook shot off the mark. He will go down.
No whining now.
Mid. They're gonna push out this wave. Getting the Diffusal Blade. So at least he's getting some mana break. Atos coming out on the Doom.
I was
Have I missed anyone?
have this.
Bane still not level 10. Undying gets a plus 8 health regen. It's both of these ones are good. The 100 cast range and the 8 health regen. Since he doesn't have tranquils or anything, I think the health regen is fine. But he does have the wand. I think the 100 cast range would actually be better, so he can get his decays off more safely. From a safer position. SF! Now has Zoctring Core, 233 last hits. Highest in net worth? Yup. Wow. That's a lot of net worth.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
OD will Astral Prism himself. He's alone here. Gonna use the Hurricane Pike and he'll be fine. Does get the right click so Tide cannot blink after him. Meanwhile,
This
top.
will do nicely.
Did he let the Requiem fly? Storm. Atos breaks the Lincolns, but then he'll just zip away. Clock. Looking for an attempt on the Storm, and he will get it. Battery Assault coming in. But he gets the zip out. They doom the Tide. They're going to keep going for this. Undying TPing in. He cancels the TP, and they're just going to get this Tide.
Around my neck.
That was really smart by the Clock with his Battery Assault just staying here by where the Undying is going to TP in. Really making the Undying think twice. Tombstone comes out just defensively trying to back them off. Weaver coming in. LC. Gonna try and work for the Heaven's Halberd. Just another thing to pop the Lincolns on this Storm and this Weaver. And if the Lincolns are popped, a great way to disable this Weaver as well. Undying now working on the Crimson Guard, but against two, Doom doesn't really do the right click damage. He has his Infernal Blade, but that's the magic damage. LC, I mean, you can block from her duels, but they have mostly magic damage on the side of the Dire. I think a pipe would have been better. Trying to get this, oh, he's gonna get it, and he's just gonna blow up the Storm again. When are they gonna buy defensive sentry wards? They have this one, but they need ones in lane. They need to be able to see the Shadow Fiend coming. Shadow Fiend now working on a Lincoln Sphere of his own. He sees the danger in this Fiend's grip. And there goes the Fiend's grip. LC purges herself instead of the SF, but does get the dual win. And they're gonna go on this Undying. The Ravage flies out, hits onto 3. Clockwork. He's gonna trap in the Weaver. He can't do anything to take down this LC or this OD. Weaver's the only one alive. He does just get his time lapse off. Doom on CD, the duel on CD. But they still got 4. They're gonna. This is a set of racks here, unless Storm wants to buy back. Storm and Undying want to buy back, but they don't have Tombstone or Golem up.
Radiant have fortified their
They're gonna
structures.
stall as long as they can. Bane's back up, but all he has is Nightmare. Storm just gonna zip in. Doesn't TP out, just zips away. There he goes with the TP. Shadow
Dire's bottom
Fiend.
tower has been denied.
Just gonna TP out. The Nightmare. They're gonna regret this. The Requiem will just fly out. And Bane's going down for that. Does get the dual win. Storm coming in, full HP, full mana, wants to go on this LC and will die. They dusted for the SF. He's gonna keep running, but I don't think Storm has the mana for this. Dust about to run off. They have no more vision of him. The Gemite's coming out. If they land, SF will get away. They do get the return kill on the Doom and the Legion though, but 16 gold, 16k net worth lead on the side of Dire. This Shadow Fiend, 10k net worth above this Weaver and the Storm. This SF is just on another level from them. Almost has that Lincoln Sphere though. Weaver now completed Diffusal Blade. We'll get plus 12 strength. I like that better because the Sakuchi damage, yeah, it's plus 75, but the strength, every point of strength will give him that status resistance effect, and it makes him a bit more tanky, harder to take down, and especially against no, Dying's on his team. 40 XP gain on the Tide. I'm not sure. I like the 40 XP gain just because the 25% anchor smash damage. What right clicks are you preventing? The SF has some decent right click damage, but if he wants to kill, he's going to raise you down to Requiem. It will be the 25% damage reduction would be good against this LC, but she does have 86 dual wins, dual victory damage bonus. So I do like the I like the 40% XP gain here.
Dire have fortified
Just so he
their
can hit
structures.
higher levels, get more tanky. I would like to see him go the damage block, though. Yeah, another defensive item coming out from this Storm. He wants a Bloodstone, he wants the Orchids, he wants something that'll help him do work, but he's going to get this BKB. Undying. Completes the Vanguard. SF now has this Silver's Edge. Looks like they're going to round up and try and push bottom. I think they should get Roche then do this. Meanwhile, at top, Storm Spirit's just going to farm up their jungle. Weaver going to committed to the split push. Just trying to make space. Meanwhile, mid is pushed in as well. They might just back off and go for Roche here, but Shadow Fiend TP's top, just the Invis Requiem again. Storm immediately TP's out. There we go, they're gonna go for the Roche. LC starting it off. It's a 20% evasion. I like this against the Storm's right clicks and against the Weaver's right clicks. The Devour bonus gold would be nice, but at this point in the game, like, you're set with whatever creep you have. The Swiftness Aura is pretty good, so the likelihood that he just keeps devouring creeps. I mean, value, he should just eat one of these lane creeps every now and then just to get some experience in gold, regardless. Aegis now on the SF. Level 25. 40% cooldown reduction. Now, there it goes. Just gonna insta-gib this Undying.
Radiant's middle tower
Clockwork.
shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Gets 25 move speed and the battery assault damage. Those work so well together, especially with the phase boots and the force staff. There's no way anyone can outrun this clock now. OD. 15% Essence Aura chance. That's good. And plus the 20 attack speed. He has all the damage he needs just from the Arcane Orb. The duel comes out on the Bane. He'll get it. The Ravage flies out. He still will get the win. Storm pops a BKB. We'll get the LC. Gonna zip around. They lost Rax to this though. OD gonna try and get away. The Storm ran out of mana. Doesn't get anything. He gets the Lincolns is popped. He gets doomed on. But top SF is just taking these racks.
Double kill.
Still has the Aegis too. They're gonna get the kill onto the clock. This Tide This Doom's gonna go down as well. Anchor Smash comes in, but they just lost 2 sets of racks for this. SF let loose his Requiem. It's off cooldown now. Still has the Aegis. With that, once everyone's up again, they just push bottom again. There they go, they got Megas. This is pretty difficult for the Radiant to come back. We'll get the 24 Kraken Shell block. Tombstone on Death. So good. Love it. Plus 100 cast range. I think here it's fine. He's been staying back in fights enough to the point where the only real threat he's been under is this LC Blink. The 100 cast range will really help him stay back even more and stay in a safe position. Top. Weaver is going to keep farming. Does have the Deso now. Going to go for the +2 swarm attacks to kill so that the Gemites are tankier. Make them even more of a nuisance to get off.
A golden thread.
LC. +60 movement speed. That's so ridiculous. And then the +30 attack speed. This is one fast LC. She's going to be running people down. They have no real escape mechanisms on the side of Radiant. I mean, Storm has his BKB and Lincolns, Weaver has the Lincolns, but Bane looks like he's trying to build the Glimmer Cake, but he's nowhere near it. They're gonna go on this clock. Storm already halfway out of his mana, but it looks like this clock will go down. How'd the Lincolns get popped? Oh, I think it was the Atos, and then they just dueled. But the Atos still hit, so I don't know how they did it. Tide goes down as well. There's no buyback on this Storm. They're just, yep, Shadow Fiend immediately. He's just going bottom. And he's just gonna get these racks. There's nothing they can do to stop him. But yeah, they have no escape item. They don't have a Force Staff on the Tide. They don't have a Glimmer Cape. They have no way to really reposition themselves at Yules to stop. They do see this into Shadow Fiend. Fiend's Grip, but they don't see the Lincoln Sphere. The SM Requiem comes out. Gonna hit just barely onto the Weaver. Does some damage, not a whole lot though. The Ravage flying out. They're gonna just go. The Tombstone dropped behind base. LC getting the duel on this Undying will get him. Doom onto the Weaver. OD. And Shadow Fiend, that was just his Aegis. And Requiem's back up in 20 seconds. There's nothing he's afraid of. They will get the Infernal Blade on this Tide, and there he goes. Just down. This is it. There's nothing they can do. That's game. Storm comes in, trying to get a last-minute kill. Does get the OD. And he's just gonna back off after that.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Keep trying to right-click, do something here.
The Dire now has
Trying desperately to get rid of these creeps, but now the duel. Storm coming back in, trying to get a kill. Won't be able to. The Requiem flying out from the SF does hit onto the Undying. Gets the Bane as well. Bane going down. Storm just zipping in, zipping out, trying to get this Doom at least. And that's game.
victory.
This Shadow Fiend absolutely destroyed. 18-0. He didn't even die once. Well, that's a wash. By the books, easy win. Alright, cool. So, thank you all for watching, as always. To all my viewers, thank you for the support and all that fun stuff. As always, if you want me to cast your match, just post your match ID in the comments. Message me on Steam. Put it in a Reddit thread. Just reach out to me and I